Good morning. Welcome to the Keto Mom page. We're diving into chapter 7 of the Traveler's Gift. So, if you're just tuning in, where are you tuning in from? Every morning, we are doing a book club. This is the book that we're going through right now. Now, I actually have some kids' books to share with you when we're done going over this chapter because I've realized, it's a young girl that our character meets. So first of all, where are you tuning in from? Happy Friday. How is your morning going? If you're reading the book with us, if you're following along, share below what your biggest takeaway is, what you're loving about the book. We have a new winner for today of Mom Fuel. Her name was Ashley. Ashley, you are the winner. Look in the comments or look in the header of the video. I think it's Hannigan. I think that's how you say it. So congratulations, Ashley. I'll need your address. So, yes, this book, all the feels. I will tell you, excuse me, if you are brand new, we went through a lot of books that talk about habits and creating systems and kind of like more of like science, data, story application. This book is very much a story perspective, right? It's incredible. So we're about halfway through. We're on chapter 7 for today. Our main character, good morning. My kids are just waking up. Well, one of them is. We have 4 daughters, 4 dogs. Our house is usually loud, but it's quiet at the moment. So I love the book. I'm sorry, this next chapter. I got distracted. There are so many things, but our character, if you're just tuning in, I'd love for you to post new below, but our character, his name is David. He had some challenges in life, basically is in a coma. Maybe you don't know, or maybe he's dreaming, maybe he's dead. You don't really know. All you know is he was in a car accident, and now he's meeting people from the past, right? So he's meeting people, and they're giving him one thing to think about. It's basically 7 decisions that he needs to make in order to have success. That's it. What are the 7 decisions that you need to make? I mean, obviously based on what the author thinks to have success. So today, our character is met by Anne Frank. And I was reading it and I thought, oh my goodness, I need to share some books for kids because my hope is that you don't learn, there's so many people that send messages and I've learned to love to read. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I hope that's you because I will say all day long, I can tell you what to eat, how much water to drink. I can tell you not to stand on the scale. I can tell you what net carbs and total carbs. I can tell you all of those things. But if your mindset isn't right, then you and I are going to be chatting over and over again. You're going to start, stop, keep going. It's this vicious cycle, right? But if we can get your mindset on track, help you make better choices, if we can help you understand so many things, and I truly believe it starts with reading, it can change your life. And as he was meeting Anne Frank in the book, I thought, I should share some kids' books because this isn't just about me. I encourage my kids and I encourage them to read. I pick out books for them. I actually pay my kids to read. What? Yes, we do. There are stipulations behind it, but if they read a book that we choose, and it's books like this, not just like Boxcar Children and my girls read the Babysitter Club, those are fine. But if they read a book, I'll show you. Did you guys know that Andy Andrews, the author of the book that we're going through, has a kids version, and my daughter started it yesterday. So it's called The Young Traveler's Gift. And so if my kids read books that I choose for them, and then once they're done reading, they write out a basic outline of what they learned, and then they have to share it with the family. They have to give a little presentation. They get some money. And it depends on the book and how much money. Usually $20. But my kids will read them, and they're great. So this is a great book for kids. I'll show you some more books in a minute. So we're going to dive into chapter 7. Our character, David, meets Anne Frank. And if you don't know the story of Anne Frank from history in school, she was a part of the concentration camp. She was a part of the Holocaust, right? I feel like there's some things I can say online and some things I can't. So basically he meets her. She's hiding in the attic, right, with her family. If you don't know the story, you should read it. It's incredible. Read her diary. But David looks around at her situation with all of the people living there with very little food, terrible conditions, and he says, how can you not complain? His question to her is, how can you live here and you've been here for probably over a year, and how can you not complain? You have to be quiet. There's not enough food. You have to ration food between, I think there was 8 people. You and your sister have to share 3 dresses. You share sleeping quarters. There's no privacy. Like, he just kept saying, like, how are you not complaining? And sweet Anne Frank says, Mr. Ponder, David Ponder, first we make choices and then our choices make us. And he was like, first you make choices and then our choices make us. She says, rough conditions. Yes. An ungrateful person might see this place as too small for 8 people, a diet that is limited in portions that are too meager, or only 3 dresses for 2 girls to share. But gratefulness is also a choice. I see an annex that hides 8 people while others are being herded into railroad cars. I see food that is generously provided. Whose family uses their ration cards for us? I see an extra dress for my sister and me, while some people have nothing. I choose to be grateful, and I choose not to complain. Are you honestly telling me that you are always in a good mood? So the character said, are you always in a good mood, Anne? He just can't fathom, like, he has a daughter, right? He's going through this, like, time travel, and he's just like, I don't understand. I'm always cloggy in the morning, so sorry. She says, but if I ever find, she says, yes, of course. Like, you can be in a bad mood, right? You can hit your snooze. You can wake up late. You can make a choice that you're not happy about. And she says, yes, of course. We all get in a bad mood. But if I ever find myself in a bad mood, I immediately make a choice to be happy. She says, today I will be happy. I stand in the mirror. I look at myself and I say, today I will be happy. It's a choice, right? She said, all of the things are choices. I know I'm reading a little bit more, but man, it's so, so, so good. She said, my life, my personalities, my hobbies, everything I speak, the books that I read, the people that I hang out with, the things I choose to listen to, and the thoughts that I choose to tolerate in my mind are all choices. Before the war, when I was a little girl, my papa took me to a park on a Saturday afternoon to hear the orchestra play. At the end of the concert, from behind the musicians, 100 helium balloons flew up, red, blue, and yellow and green, floating all in the sky. It was so amazing. I tugged at my papa and I said, what color balloon do you think will go the highest? And he said, Anne, it's not the color of balloon that is important. It's what's important on the inside that makes the difference. I love this book because it's about perspective, right? We can go back and we can say, I can give you all of the things that you need to do to have success in your diet. But if you don't have what's right on the inside and up here, then guess what? You probably have already gone through the vicious cycle over and over again of not feeling good enough, not being grateful, blame, shaming, and justifying, when all you probably need is a little bit of perspective. She says, greatness does not care if you are a girl or a boy. In fact, it is what's inside that makes the difference. And the difference is made when you choose what goes inside. Listen, the things you listen to, the books that you read, the people that you are around are important. Then she says this, I will remember you, but most of all, both of us will remember that life itself is a privilege, but to live life to its fullest is a choice. Life is a privilege, but to live life to its fullest is a choice. And my question to you is, are you going to live life to its fullest? So at the very end of, hey, Annie, can you tell your dogs to be quiet, please? Out there. At the very end of each meeting, at the very end of him meeting each character, he's handed a note. And on the note gives him a little piece of paper that walks him through a decision. And so we talked about, we're on the 5th decision for success. Today, I will choose to be happy. She says, today I will choose to be happy and I will greet each day with laughter. Today I will choose to be happy and I will smile at every person that I see. Today I will choose to be happy. I am the possessor of a grateful spirit. I am thankful and grateful. I will greet each day with laughter. I will smile at every person I meet. I am the possessor of a grateful spirit. Today I will choose to be happy. So my question to you is, it's Friday. My question to you is, well, what do you think about that? Do you agree or disagree with the perspective on Anne Frank's thoughts? And my challenge to you today is walk in the mirror, go look at yourself and say, today I choose to be happy. Hey, Annie, I need you to get your puppies, please, right now. So I need you to say, today I will choose to be happy. I will choose to be happy even if my dogs are barking. I will choose to be happy even if they drive me crazy. I will choose to be happy no matter the circumstances, no matter what's going on in life. If you're not happy where you're at with your diet, then guess what? You're alive, right? And you can learn to make better decisions, but ultimately what you're going to put in your mouth and the things that you are going to choose, whether you go to the gym or you don't, whether you say no to the donut or you don't, whether you get up in the morning or you don't, whether you read or you don't, everything you do every single day is a choice, right? It's going to lead you to 1% better or 1% worse in your life. And I'm going to let you go. So I hope you guys have an incredible day. I'm going to take care of my dogs. Here's a book. Oh, I was going to share one more thing. Okay, here's some books for kids real quick. Andy Andrews has a kids book. And then if you're trying to figure out how to get your kids to learn to love to read, these books worked well for us. My kids love the Who Was books. Have you guys ever read these? We just read Who Was Rosa Parks. We actually read Who Was Anne Frank. One of my daughters just read Who Was Joan of Arc. And Where Is. They just read this one, Where is Alcatraz? There's Who Was, Who Is, What Is, Where Is. They're all very small. It's all based on history. It's real. And I don't know about you, but I think fantasy is great, but my kids have learned to find more of a love of reading when they're reading about something that's real and they're like, oh my goodness, it's pretty amazing. Like the story of Joan of Arc, you can't help but change your kids' lives by these simple stories. So these are great books. This one is great. Can You Survive? There's one like, can you survive a tornado? Can you survive extreme mountain climbing? And then you choose. So you go through the book and then it gives you a choice. Would you do this or would you do this? And then you fast forward through the book and you see if you made the best choice. These are great books. And then here's one more quick. I have a whole bunch. I just couldn't find all of them. It's called The Energy Bus for kids. There's an adult version and a kids version. And so there are so many great books that your kids can read. Not just, listen, I'm fine with fantasy, but I love real and I love application and I love to be able to help make them think. And so I would love to know, what books have you challenged your kids to read? What are some books that have grown their mindset? I would love for you to share below. These are just a couple of them. I'll find some more and I'll share them in my stories. So that's it. I hope you guys have an incredible day. I look forward to seeing what you think of this chapter. And that's it. So I hope you have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.